Did you notice anything different? Yes, I'm filming outside.
Last year, I made a video on how to introduce Vietnamese dishes in English. And this year, I've decided to level up the lesson. This time, we'll focus on how to describe a food experience in English. We'll go to a vegan restaurant recommended by a friend of mine, try some dishes, and learn how to talk about the flavors and textures. If you are living in Ho Chi Minh City, you must recognize this street. The weather forecast mentioned it'll be cooler around 10, and we did get a brief cold spell. But now it's all sunny again and starting to heat up by noon. As I say, we never know what kind of weather the city has in store for us. The restaurant we checked out is called Hill and Silla Vegan. It's a small cozy spot, and I think the earth tone decor's giving such an inviting vibe. According to the waiter, there's more space upstairs, but we were the only customers there at the time, so we stayed on the ground floor. Once we got comfortable in our seats, they brought us some warm tea and handed us the menu. I didn't ask what kind of tea it was, but I could definitely taste the distinct flavor of red dates. Now, for the foreign friends who are vegan or vegetarian and thinking about visiting Vietnam, don't worry about the food. We've got plenty of vegan and vegetarian restaurants all over the country. Whether you're in a big city or a small town, I promise you're gonna find one. At this restaurant, they offer a mix of Vietnamese vegan dishes like phở, mì Quảng, as well as Western options like pasta, salad, and even Thai dishes like pad Thai and green curry. One thing I found really nice about this place is how they not only provide English translations for the dish names, but also include a little description of each dish origin and what it's made of. My friend insisted that I should try this crispy abalone mushrooms, so we'll see. While we're waiting for the food to be served, it's time to have a chat. And if you have a foreign friend, you can kick things off by asking something like, what's your favorite food back home? Have you ever tried Vietnamese vegan food before? And what did you think? And maybe you can ask, what's the food that you have always wanted to try when you're in Vietnam? Actually, you can ask anything you like, but since we're in a vegan restaurant, so here's my suggestion. We started off with an order of vegan pho. It came with pho noodles in a savory broth with carrot, broccoli, soft tofu, and a mix of mushrooms, including abalone mushrooms, storm mushrooms, topped with thin sliced onions, scallions, and ground pepper. On the side, we had a fresh mix of veggies, bean sprouts, lettuce, Thai basil, sawtooth coriander, and a lamb wedge to squeeze in. It's not what I expected. I have to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the broth. It doesn't quite have the traditional pho flavor, but that's understandable, since pho broth is difficult to make right with just vegetables and mushroom stock. In my opinion, I think it could have used a bit more of the signature herbs like cinnamon, cardamom, or star anise. Apart from that, the vegetables were fresh and cooked just right, not too soft. I also really like the fact that they don't put in any processed vegan product. Next up is the crispy abalone mushrooms, which my friend couldn't stop talking about. Don't worry, we picked them up within 3 seconds, so it's nothing. At first, I thought it's such a simple dish. How good could it be? But my friend was totally right. The abalone mushroom was coated in a thin layer of batter that just melts in my mouth. I'm not sure what was in the batter, but it tasted almost magical. The outer layer was perfectly crispy, while the mushroom inside stayed tender. Even though it was deep fried, it wasn't oily at all. It tasted incredible, especially with a little dip of that sauce, which I think had a hint of honey. This ended up being my favorite dish of the entire meal. We finished every last bit of it, and I'm definitely coming back for more in the future. Next, we tried Korean curry, a vegan twist of the traditional curry dish from the central Thailand. It was something I've never tried before, and the rich color immediately caught my eye. There are eggplants, carrots, bell peppers, okra, fried tofu, and also some mushrooms. Eggplants, right?
Yeah.
It tastes amazing, but it's definitely on the spicy side. I did a little research later and found out the green color was from Thai's green chilies. Aha, that's why. If you're not great with spicy food, you might want to think twice before ordering this. Filming outside for the first time is quite a challenge, but I'm enjoying it. I didn't plan much for this video, so I just turned off the camera and finished the rest of the meal. After that, we'll come back to the regular deep analysis videos, and I'll see you then.
That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and remember to check out my other video on how to introduce Vietnamese dishes in English. And you can describe some Vietnamese food to your friends on your own. If you resonate with my content and English learning approach, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded. Hope you have a joyful and productive learning time. See you next time.